Yo. Oh, let me hold this. Good morning. We fixing to get some rain, like some heavy rain. But before I get to running my gums, today is the third day to the hot cinnamon rings, those cucumber rings. So you're gonna have about 10 minutes into today. So I'm gonna cut this clip off so you guys can see day 3. And the ones that wanna hold on, I wanna have some conversation, because literally the clip is 1.5 minutes long. So let's not waste a good day and not fellowship. So here's the third day, 10 minutes, guys, and then we'll come back and we'll chit chat. Okay, y'all, we're on day 3. And as you can see, all I did is put the colander over the pot that we've been using, and I'm draining all the liquid into the pot. And then we're gonna add these cucumber rings back to the glass jar. And then we'll put the pot on the stove and I'll show you the next step. So that's all I did. I drained the liquid into our cooking pot. Okay, I added the rings back to the glass jar, so let's move over to the stove. Here is our liquid to the pot. We're gonna add a cup of sugar. We're gonna stir it in well, and we're gonna bring this up to a rolling boil. Okay, we're at a full rolling boil. Now we're gonna pour this brine back over the cucumber rings. Okay, the hot brine is over the rings. Lid is on. You got it. 24 more hours. Okay, as you can see, literally, we drained the brine, brought it to a boil, poured it back over the rings, and tomorrow is day 4. That's when we can process them up. But 2 things to this recipe. One, Miss Debbie McMurtry, she gave me the permission to share this, but she emailed me her late husband's grandmother's recipe to what we're making. The only difference is mine is a cup of sugar short. Mine has 4 more cinnamon sticks, and mine does not have 2 teaspoons of salt. Guys, it's the same recipe, same process. So what this tells me is this is a forgotten pickling recipe dating back many years ago. I am so blessed that I learned how to make these years ago. And I hope that y'all try it. Yes, it's patience. Yes, it's 4 days. But like I told y'all, the second day is really the most time consuming, and it's really not. It's just in stages, you see, throughout the day. But I was thrilled when she shared that recipe, and I said, may I mention this? She said, most definitely. Because I was like, nobody's heard of this. Oh, sorry. I almost dropped you. And so when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. There's no really variation, just more sugar. So maybe the original recipe did call for that extra cup, as her recipe states, and either my aunt or my mom took a cup of sugar out and then omitted 2 teaspoons of salt. Now, Miss Gail also brought up a wonderful question, and I was like, you know, I didn't realize that I may have misled y'all by my way of working in the kitchen. And what I mean by that is Miss Gail asked me point blank, she says, if working with pickling lime, you can digest, you can eat this, why are you, Lippy, so cautious with, using a paper towel, basically, not a rag? Why are you wrapping your utensils like you do? Well, you see, that does show, or would people would think that, hey, This is dangerous. We got to be extremely careful. I don't think I'm going to use pickling lime. Guys, I never did this before I had grandchildren, but I have a little one. Now, all of my grandkids grew up in the kitchen. The oldest, she wasn't real interested, but the boys are very interested in the kitchen and cooking and processing and learning things. But it's the little one we call Mo. Mo wants to help do everything, whether you're present or not. So, if I was to leave my rag sitting to the side that I've been using before I wash it, he could easily pick that rag up. Oh, I have dirt on my face, or I have this. He's got such sensitive skin, I didn't want pickling lime to make an abrasion, okay? Pickling lime is very safe. You can use your dish rags and just wash them. So that's why I chose to use paper towels. So if my back was turned and they pop in, I don't have to worry about it. Now, as far as putting the spoon in a Ziploc bag, yes, I rinsed it. But if there's any residue, because I was constantly, remember I told y'all that I stir. That first day, I'm steadily, every time I think about her, buddy, we go in there, we stir. We rinse, but I put it in that Ziploc bag. Because he knows if it's in there, he can't touch it. But if it's just a spoon sitting there and he sees something, if I go fold a load of clothes, Mo is so curious about cooking and gardening and building. He's very curious. He could get his little stool and he could stir. See what I'm saying? So I really need to apologize that if I came across that pickling lime, I'm sorry guys, I'm sitting on a hollow hole. We have a mole. It's the first time in all my life I ever heard of a mole in Louisiana. So we've been trying to eradicate the grubs. If you can get the grubs out of your yard, you don't have moles. Anyway, back to Mo. He could have got his stool, tried to stir. That's a glass jar. So guys, I apologize if the way that I was handling the rags, the stirring spoon, anything like that, it's not because the pickling lime is dangerous. It's because I'm paying attention to what our youngest one is subject to do. So I really, really needed to clarify that, and I apologize if y'all thought differently. So pickling lime, I can't stress enough, it's very safe. You definitely want to rinse and rinse and rinse after they have soaked because it's bitter. You don't want that in your pickles. But I use pickling lime for my bread and butter, for my dill pickles, anything that I pickle that I want to have a good crunch to, it's pickling lime. You're not going to achieve that without using pickling lime. So get y'all some pickling lime. It's very safe. It's just, you know, Lippy's a little overcautious when it comes to Mo. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So here we go, day 3. I'm in the garden. Yeah, I did take out 2 more of those Italian. I did. We're down to, you know, there's 2 different varieties, so I kept one and one of each. Harvested some peppers, lots of squash. Oh, and of course, I know this isn't a garden update, but I can tell y'all, we've been harvesting strawberries. As tiny as they are, you remember we wasn't expecting anything. These shouldn't even bear till next year. So we're very blessed. But Sunday's around the corner. We'll do a garden update. The sun is taking a toll. Taking a toll, even though we're getting the shade. It's the heat, guys. It's blistering. It's blistering everything. And the heat is off by 1. So we got to rethink things. And I'll tell y'all about that Sunday. I think you're all going to agree. At least I hope you do. It makes sense to us. All right, I'm gonna upload this. I'm fixing to get out of here because we do have lightning with these storms coming in. So until next time, as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. See you tomorrow, day 4.